is important too in reference to identification facts. You know, the Treasury knows that I need my identification in reference to my birth name. Now, the Treasury has had DNA information. They have copies of the Royal Protocol. They have documentation of my teeth and face and DNA and body markings and birthmarks and scars. And they know I have a metal plate on top of my head that has my mother and father's name on it. And it tells information such as who I am, who my mother and father are, and that I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates. It's been there since I was little. You know, my parents put that on there. And, I have birth markings and birthmarks and beauty marks that are documented at the Treasury. And, this is all documented. And plus, I even faxed off information to the Screen Actors Union a long time ago, which the Royal Protocol prevents me from giving anything away because my parents knew people would try to swindle me, or they'd try to forge documents, or they'd try to steal everything. But, the Royal Protocol is a document that I can't give nothing away. It can never be changed. You guys understand that, right? So in reference to the satellite man's hurting my tailbone and my lower back. Where's the lawsuit monies? Is it on the way? It's supposed to be here tomorrow? It takes less than 24 hours to receive something from the Treasury Department. Anywhere in the country, it takes less than 24 hours to send something to the postal mail, express mail, Right, Treasury? Anyways, lots of things of importance. But, in reference to the history of things, the satellite man is still pounding on my head. They're hitting me in the back of the neck, too. That's sexual assault. You're violating genius protection laws and intellectual protection laws and education protection laws. And that satellite man's hurting my tailbone and spinal cord. There's more lawsuits. But, I even faxed off information to the White House a long time ago saying I wasn't giving nothing away to nobody. Now I'm the owner of the estates of my mother and father. That was 20 years ago. Over 20 years ago, whatever. Just to have that particular information, I sent it to the White House. Faxed it from the fax machine in Indianapolis. But, in reference to either way, whether I faxed it or not, the Royal Protocol's in the media, and my parents said I couldn't give nothing away to anybody. So it's pretty much in the estate of my parents is the estates of my parents and grandparents. I'm the owner. And that's never going to change. But, in reference to the crimes of these government people holding me hostage, these government people trying to manipulate, government people trying to steal my identity, the Treasury is supposed to be arresting all these people that are trying to steal the estates of my parents. Now we need to see on record how many of these people they have arrested. The news media needs to publicize how many people have been arrested for trying to steal my mother and father's estates from me. The names of all these people that have been cock-blocking me in reference to female friends that are Hollywood celebrity females that are friends of mine. Whichever ones of them have tried to come over or they've tried to send me a letter in the postal mail, I've never received none of them. So in reference, none of the letters. So in reference to that information, that has to go on a website too. And the news media is obligated to do a news report on which people are stealing the postal mail. But, in reference to other things, back to the point of my mother and father's estates and the fact that I'm supposed to be at my mother and father's mansions, the names of the people that are standing in front of the gate that are blocking me, the people that are stealing the postal mail, the people that are stealing monies from me. It all has to be documented. Lots of things of importance. So, in reference to information, back to the point, my mother and father's estates is not under the name Mark Ray. And I need the Treasury Department to deliver an identification to my mailbox here. 315 is the address, Can the Treasury do that? Because obviously anybody else that's tried to deliver it, they weren't able to deliver it. And see, if the treasury gets blocked, then the treasury can take these people's property for stealing my postal mail. You know, they can take, you know, things, they can prosecute them and take things away from them. And, you know, I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates. Nothing's ever for sale. Ooh. And that's documented forever. But, you know, in reference to people blocking me from having friends or blocking me from girlfriends, that's crimes. That's attempted murder. Because then when they block me from a girlfriend, they make up all kinds of shit. Oh, they thought you were gay. They thought you might be turning gay. They thought you were curious. No, I'm not gay curious. I have friends that are gay, and they know I'm not gay. All the girls I dated, they know I'm not gay. Never been gay, not going to be gay. That's my rights. So in reference to government man and their tricks and abuses, they have to get prosecuted. Lots of things of importance. So, Treasury Department, do you have a driver's license with my birth name on it? My mother had court cases about these people holding me hostage under the Mark Ray name. And it's an abusive names that satellite man's been burning on me, marking on my body, trying to call me Mark Ray all the damn time. And that's abuse. It's attempted murder, too. Remember, to the satellite man. And the other people, like I guess there was this Mark Ray person that had some criminal record, and he was possibly some government agent that tried to use the name Mark Ray, and then he did all these bad things and he tried to put it on me or something. So, Treasury Department, can you deliver a driver's license? I haven't received any of them from any of the other cities or states that have any of my mother or father's addresses on them. Not even New Jersey. Didn't receive any from New Jersey or anywhere. Time's ticking away. People are wasting time. Lots of things of importance. And some of the girls would say, girls that know me in Hollywood, they say, yeah, you people are wasted over 22 years. Plus. Some people have wasted over 22 years of my life. And some of the girls was 22 years younger than they are now. That's a lot of time of dinners, movies, jokes and conversation, you know, emotional attachment that some females have with me. Like, believe it or not, there are some girls that miss me, and they miss being around me, believe it or not. Some of them do. So in reference to lawsuits, in reference to time wasted, there's lawsuits in reference to that too. And there's lawsuits against the government for their fabrications and lies. Lots of things of importance. So in reference to Friends of Hollywood, you guys should sue the government for all the years they've been holding me hostage and abusing me. Now, that's in reference to any of my friends that miss me, you know, because I'm being held hostage. And the teeth damage and people trying to damage my looks. That's serious lawsuits too.